I'm ready for a rum runner, a fishing pole, and some flat water in the key. Down in the key, somewhere down around by the Marauder.
See, there's the tan line. It's around noontime, folks.
Gotta love it.
You are listening to Radio
How cool is
A1A.com, and that is live music from MJ Wicker. He is going to be our musical guy today.
Very cool.
MJ,
thank you, sir. And what a great video too he did for that song. That shot down here.
So we've got a great show for you today, folks. I'm Mark Mills,
and I'm Mykael Marinelli of American Caribbean Real Estate.
And I've got no affiliation with anybody. Nobody wants
just a fly on the wall.
Cory Bryant from the Monroe County Sheriff's
Cory.
office is here as well. We have got all kinds of stuff to talk about, but first, we are going to thank the people who make this program happen every Monday. So, moving right along, that would be Sunshine Title up at mile marker 103 in Key Largo. Jenny Pinnell and her all-girl band up there.
Great group.
Kick butt.
Yes, they do.
They really do. They do it all. So, speaking of kicking butt and women, the women's soccer team.
Woohoo, man. Amazing.
4 out of 8, man. That's pretty cool. I think they deserve equal pay. I don't know. I might be walking out on a limb here, but
they made it exciting too. I mean,
God.
Soccer's still one of those things that's still trying to get its foothold here in the U.S.,
which I don't get.
Yeah, I mean, I like I said, I've been fortunate to spend a lot of time outside the U.S., and I mean, it's just amazing what we think of football here. The fanaticism. Ain't nothing when you go to Europe.
Yeah. Oh, my God, no. It's not even close. Go to Wembley Field
exactly.
in England and watch them play a soccer match there. You will fear for your life.
Yes, it is. So it's great when we have these type of opportunities where you have, especially the U.S. girls now, have come in and really dominated. It's cool to see people now starting getting interested in a sport that's really worldwide.
See, I think they've done well enough you can call them U.S. women.
Yes, the ladies, the women, the
girls. And he wonders why it gets cold in his house.
Hey, they got to love it. I got to be telling you. It's all good. They won. They're proud to be anything.
Super enthusiastic.
I'm a soccer fan, but I'm also a baseball fan, too. And, the two of them together, it amazes me how baseball has gone through, over 100-plus years of staying, pertinent, relevant to society. And soccer, man, they're just coming on.
They are,
So, have you ever watched? In our girls' soccer or girls' softball team?
Yes. Oh my gosh!
In the Upper Keys, boys stomped the crap out of everybody. They were amazing. So,
it's amazing how they pitch that ball like that.
That fast speed they get.
It's crazy.
You're going underhand, yet you're still getting that,
it's amazing.
Velocity.
Well, you're a larger ball, the same number of seams, and depending upon it, because the seams are, if you've ever wondered what, your guys, this stuff. The seams are what make the ball dance and do different things as they catch the air going through the air. So that softball, boy,
that's just incredible.
You can do stuff with that. Moving right along. And thank you again, Jenny, and the all-girl crew there, all-lady crew. Jim LaPointe is our new local lender coming on board here in Key Largo and Keys Wide, and we're talking 3.125, I think was the interest rate he shot me over the weekend.
That is phenomenal.
So, that's unreal.
Phenomenal.
And that's for like a gentle 700 score.
Yeah.
Credit score. Mm-hmm. If you're in the mid sixes, you're at like 3.37.
Still.
Wow. Yeah.
Still. Unbelievable. And, anything under 5 is just phenomenal when you're looking at what you should be doing with your money.
Oh, no question about it. So, Jim LaPointe, and we're working on a thing right now. So he does have a Facebook page, but we're working on a thing right now so that you can go to radioa1a.com and click on that.
Right.
And there's you'll get the rates, daily rates and that kind of thing because they change pretty much every day. So,
absolutely. How cool is that?
Yeah, and those will be gratis of Jim LaPointe. So good information and something to stay on top of. Also, if we are doing video, I'm looking into cameras today. So if you want to watch us as well as listen to us, you can do that too on Facebook. It's like A1A Media, pretty much anything with that affiliation. you can
YouTube.
see me doing this kind of stuff. Which,
jumping around in your seat.
Jumping right out
The
of
numbers
your
have
seat.
just gone wild here.
Yeah, into the ground like a freaking dart. Also on YouTube, I think it's the same thing, A1A Media.
A1A Media.
Yeah, I'm looking over here for Harry, who's going to,
Give it a head
me
bob.
that, so I must be doing something right.
Right.
So and then Heartbreakers Brew House.
Yes, that's where we're
that
at.
is our location. The lovely stretching, the bars over there, the stage is over there where MJ is.
Yep.
So maybe we can't really swing a camera around. So
No, but we changed our position a little bit. I think this is a lot cooler where we're at
this
now.
is nice.
This is
very
pretty
nice.
pretty sharp.
tropical.
A little more tropical. So
And
New
it's
set.
you've got full blown tropical.
Yes.
Sport fishing. Which anybody who knows me is like, boy, you're wearing the wrong shirt.
Yeah, your fishing is going to Publix and getting the fresh fish.
Absolutely. Least dangerous
Yes,
for
exactly.
everybody.
No hooks, no barbs.
Yeah, generally they appreciate it if I walk to Publix too, not drive. So Cory and his troop are really
Yes.
like, God, Mills isn't on the road. Booyah! Yeah. So, kind of one way you got to look at it.
Exactly.
I guess. So, moving right along, and last but not least, the Heartbreakers, folks.
Super cool.
We're doing something good here. Check us out on Wednesdays because there's still the sessions thing going on, correct? And that is a live broadcast from here every Wednesday night. Come on down if you've got the wherewithal.
Yeah.
And, soak up some suds. Not too many, right? Not too many. Commander Captain Cory Bryan here of the Monroe County Sheriffs, but behave yourself. But come on down and you will see great talent. I understand that there's a new young lady that comes by here who has red hair who's very talented. Dewey is nodding behind the camera over there.
Right.
What's her name?
Luna. And if you can't come down and you're not in the Keys and you want to watch, what a great show that is being broadcast.
And again, it's on YouTube and Facebook.
Streaming live. And think of it as kind of like our version of Austin City Limits. It's got that kind of,
That's cool.
hometown vibe, really, really cool, organic feel to it, and just some phenomenal talent. So definitely need to tune in.
Well, we got, MJ over here singing about the Keys too. So, the Keys have had this great music thing going on for
we do.
God, long time, and we've sort of kept our light under the bushel,
Yes,
if
we
you will,
have.
because we didn't want y'all coming down here messing things up. Kind of like that guy who just about jackknifed his boat out there. I got one more to go through, but then we'll get to you. So, last but not least, are the Jake Sullivan series of crime novels
good stuff, man.
from author Chip Bell. Soon to be available. We are thinking maybe an audiobook, so more to come about that. But you can check out his entire library of works, which are really good light reads. Perfect for the beach, if you know what I mean. Go to the Radio A1A website and click on the guy under the palm tree with the gun.
Yeah, really cool stuff. And they're all named after Jimmy Buffett songs. I think the first one's Come Monday.
Come Monday.
Yeah, so
it'll be
cool.
all right. There you go. So we are really lucky, Cory.
Yeah, we are.
Man, I can't imagine what the last 8 days has been like.
It's been busy.
Yeah.
But all in all, very, very nice. It was a good week.
Good.
We had a lot of people down here, which was great. It's really good for the businesses and stuff.
Tourism. That's
I think
why
it's
we're here.
Right. It drives the economy here, and I think that everybody was very, very well behaved for the most part. I mean, we talked earlier. We didn't have any.
Except the guy who let 4 rounds go off.
Yeah, that was a little. A little odd.
Oh, sorry,
but,
it was a Ruger. It wasn't
right,
a
yeah.
Glock. That's right. Yeah.
But we're always going to have stuff, little things like that go on. But for the most
couple
part,
of blips.
yeah, everybody was really, really well behaved. And traffic, it was heavy. Yeah,
it was monstrous. But that's what we were talking about before the show, Cory. Was that it is amazing how few accident reports I saw.
Yeah, we were really, really lucky with that too. We did have a lot of officers out. FHP, our partners there, they were.
It was obvious,
right? And FWC, Dave had all his guys out that he could spare, and everybody was out on the road watching.
Dave Dupre.
Yep, great guy. Another great guy with helping us out. One of our partners and everything, like the sheriff always talks about.
It is a partnership.
Good. It is. We need everybody.
As much a part of that.
Exactly.
Right? We'll get to more of that in a few minutes.
Yep,
too.
but it's such a good thing. But the traffic was it was really odd though. On Saturday we had a lot of people leaving which really surprised me. I don't know, Mike, you said you were down in the Phils earlier and stuff, and driving back and forth. It was strange because Saturday evening,
early exodus.
Which I didn't really understand. But then I got to think, well, maybe people had come down earlier in the week, stayed, and then they were figured out I'll take a day off and have it to catch up on everything.
I
and
think
relax,
when you get a 4-day weekend, it kind of shifts the clock.
Yeah, it does. I think you're right. It's just
I noticed that also earlier in the morning because I was coming up north from Lower Mat to Upper Mat, and it was pretty thick, like at 9 o'clock in the morning, which is very unusual. If you're going to have something in Lower Mat on a Sunday, it's going to be 4 o'clock, somewhere in that. So, like you said, the exodus started early.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
which I think bode well.
And you know what was funny though? We still had a lot of people coming down on Saturday.
Oh yeah,
the traffic on Saturday southbound was it was
thick,
crazy.
Yeah.
So. But all in all, it went very, very well. I was very happy with it. Very happy with the guys and stuff. The sheriff he does so much for the community and everything anyway, but he was so good to all the guys, and making sure that we got the extra people out there, paying the overtime and stuff on it where he needed to. So it helped.
Well, it really does.
It
showed.
It did. Powerful motivation.
Yes, it is.
It does. And these guys are, they're dedicated to the community and stuff, and they want to make sure that we're not having these problems and stuff out here either. But the money always does help. It's a nice little incentive there for the fellas. So it was good.
Great.
The bottom line is you got it done, and that's
I felt very comfortable, very confident with it. But I thought that way on Memorial Day too, and then we had a little bit of a blip, as you like to say, with it. There was some problems in that, but for the most part, I think that this last holiday went very, very well.
Right.
So we were really happy.
Good. Kind of nice to see things working out. Yeah. Speaking of working out, the Phils you mentioned in there.
Right.
Now, Chris Santee and I talked about that a little bit last week on Monday's show. And the village of Almirada has taken over sort of the management of them for just a 90-day window.
That's right.
Correct?
Yeah. So they've got this temporary lease on it. And I think you all saw down there. You saw what it was like.
What a difference.
A huge difference.
What a difference.
And I got to give a ton of kudos to the council, to staff, everything that they did on making this thing happen.
Right.
Like we spoke earlier, I'm hoping that DOT, and I know everybody has kind of an issue with them, but I got to tell you though, they have, like we said earlier, a lot of projects going on all over the state. They're very busy. They have been good partners. They're not getting a lot of credit that I think that they deserve with some of this stuff. So I just want to throw that out there. They are trying to work with them and trying to get a good management plan together. So the first start was this 90-day lease that they're trying to do. And I think it's going to work out if they can the cost is the biggest thing. And I think if DOT can help a little bit with the infrastructure costs on it, it's going to help the village a lot, help the community, and save the taxpayers a ton.
And be safer.
Right.
That's the number one thing is be safer.
Mike, that is the key thing for the sheriff, and that's what we're looking at. Yeah. So we talked about the speed limit already and a little bit about trying to lower that. But making sure that people are off of the road far enough that they're not pulling out, that they're these left-hand turns and stuff, trying to get that a little bit under control. It's not against the law. You're still allowed to turn left, but you want to use common sense. You're not stopping in the middle of the road, blocking traffic. Got to watch for people. People are crossing the street and stuff. So those are the key things that we're looking at. But on the village side, with what the staff did and what the council had done, and I got to tell you, I give the community a lot of credit on this too, because they came out here, they were upset about some issues.
Sure.
None of them ever got crazy violent. There may have been some goofy stuff on Facebook and that, but
always good.
But I got to tell you, for the most part, everybody they wanted to get their point across,
proactive,
and they did, and they were really good. They came to a council meeting. Nobody was belligerent. Nobody was out of control. Right. Very respectable. I was very impressed with it. I thought that they did a good job on that. So they came in. They laid their piece out of what they were looking for, what they wanted. A lot of people want it shut down. There's no way that the Phils can be shut down.
That.
Right,
it's not going to happen.
Right,
it'll blow up the bridge.
It's just not going to happen. It's one of those things. They're all over the state. People can pull off the sides of the roads in different areas.
Right.
Does anybody want to pull off of the turnpike? Of course not. There's nothing to do or see there. So that's kind of a moot point.
Well, that would be blatantly stupid anyway.
But I think they got it and they understood, and they're trying to work with the council and with staff and everything. And I think that it's moving in a positive direction, which at first it was a little bit of a concern. We're thinking, this is just going to be a nightmare. We're going to be fighting with everybody all the time. But it never turned out that way.
No,
they did their protest.
So
they
far,
came out,
so good.
Yeah, well, very, very good.
There's a precedent here that people are forgetting as well, that it works. Basically, card sound. used to be the same way
exactly.
when you went over the
Especially
bridge. There was a lot of stuff that people used to do the same thing. You pulled over to the side. There were a million people doing it, which was great. And they created opportunities. There's still some places that you can do that,
right?
But it's just not this Wild West.
It's not blatant, right? And it's managed,
and that's what we need here. Which for the first time in a long time, I saw this last weekend really working.
And that's back to what the staff they did. It was phenomenal. They were out there. They had plenty of people. I think they're going to be able to evaluate this and look and probably cut back on the people and stuff. And people are people. They're going to do crazy things. They're going to do wrong things, like you mentioned, the shooting thing. But I think when you have that little bit of control, a little bit of management over it, it works out really, really well. And that's what the staff was able to do. I think once it kind of sets a trend of how things are supposed to be down there, you're going to see it level out. They're going to be able to probably cut back on a few people and stuff and still manage the area. Right. These guys were out here. They're picking up trash. This is the village staff. They're picking up trash. They're directing people where to park. They're helping people to park. I was extremely impressed.
That's
I mean,
great.
They did a really good job.
The guy looks like he's proud.
Yes, that's awesome.
Very, very proud of this, the whole thing.
Cory Bryant.
Yeah, it was so good to see, and they all worked so well. And again, the people are the people, but they listened to them. I think we only had 2 or 3 people that they never even really got angry. They just were questioning what's happening and why this is happening and that. So you explain to them, and we all talked about it. It's easier to kill people with kindness and
absolutely.
People can be stunned by the idea that I can't act like an idiot and get away with
it. But as we were talking off air, as I drove through there, I saw a different caliber of visitor.
Right.
It looked a little bit more family friendly. I saw more families as opposed to the wild partiers that we were starting to see there. Which, there's a place for wild partying, but that wasn't the place.
Correct.
When I drove through multiple times over the weekend, what I saw was the folks you would hope would be going to this type of stuff.
A lot of
Maybe some families, people, carting their stuff to instead of driving, they carted it to where they wanted to put, set up their tent, and enjoyed the day.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right, Mike. That was another big thing too, because we saw a lot more of the families. But on Sunday, believe it or not, we had a lot of the people with jet skis and stuff. They were the nicest people. They were anything that they were asking the village staffers asking. They did.
And I think sometimes when you put the framework out there, people accept the fact, okay, I have to be a grown-up.
Right.
Right. And then, you know what? Come on down, be a grown-up all you want.
Yeah.
That kid stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Leave up there, come down, spend your money, and enjoy our keys.
Well, and at the risk of sounding like an adult, and this is probably the first time you'll hear me say this out loud, certainly on the radio, I would support dropping the speed limit throughout the village to 35 miles an hour.
I'm pretty sure that
it's going to be safer, and I think they should do it in Key Largo too.
It works for Big Pine.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, you're absolutely right.
It works for Big Pine. Yeah.
And that's one of the things we had talked about too. And I think they did a study and stuff, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be okay, where they're going to look at that and be able to ascertain that speed being at 45 is probably going to be beneficial for the village and everybody. So
oddly enough, if you do this and go, Big Pine taught us how to do something. It's a good thing. Trust me, folks.
Yes, it is.
We're deeply into a conversation here with Captain Cory Bryant. And you know what, MJ Wicker, MJ?
Yeah.
You got a little tunage for us there? We are going to take a break, folks. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Please stay with us.
Well, I'm ready for a run, fishing bowl and some flat water in the Keys. Down in the Keys, somewhere down around Islamorada, the sunsets and pina coladas in the Keys. Down in the Keys, lying in a hammock between 2 palm trees, holding you close to me. Down in the Keys, down in the Keys, slow dancing in the warm white sand.
Those are the dulcet tones of MJ Wicker.
Isn't this cool?
Radio
Yeah,
A1A.
that is amazing.
We'll be back in a couple of minutes.
It's a great touch. I meant to tell him that was perfect and really good at the start too. I loved it. It's really cool.
See, once you start talking, we're all going to start talking here.
Yeah, you
now,
go,
did we actually take a break in there or not?
Not yet.
Okay, so you know what? We will take a break now, play some commercials, pay some bills. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Stay tuned.
MJ, hit it.
I'm ready for a runner, a fishing pole, and some flat water in the Keys.
If you're a realtor, or if you're buying a home or selling a home, maybe you're thinking about buying a piece of land to build on. One thing you need to consider in any real estate transaction is title. You want to be sure there are no surprises ahead. Getting clear title and title insurance is the one and only job of Sunshine Title of the Keys. Sunshine Title for escrow, closings, and title insurance done right. Call Jenny at Sunshine Title, 305-451-0032 today.
You've been coming to the Keys for a while, and you rent a nice place, but the rents keep going up. You know it's time to consider buying a home in the Keys. First thing, find out how much home you can afford. Time to talk to Jim. Jim LaPointe is your new Keys local lender. Easy qualifying, lowest rates, FHA, VA, conventional. Time to talk to Jim. Log on to radioa18.com. Click on interest rates. Rates change often, so check them daily. Time to talk to Jim.
Hello, this is Mykael Marinelli of American Caribbean Real Estate with your real estate comp featured property. Today, spotlighting 125 Venetian Drive in Islamorada. Here, you can enjoy the phenomenal Islamorada lifestyle in this just-built waterfront home. Everything's new. 3 bedrooms upstairs and a separate guest suite downstairs. Exceptional features include stunning granite kitchen, veranda, sumptuous master bath, and a homeowner's park with its rare sandy beach. This is your bucket list opportunity. For more information on this home and other power buys, contact me at 305-439-7730 and visit my award-winning Florida Keys lifestyle blog at therealestatecomp.com.
This is your Key West honorary Mayor Gonzo Mays, and you're listening to Radio A1A, music for the road to paradise. So damn the carnations, full speed ahead.
Johnny ain't a mailman anymore. Took us 36 years and he closed that door. Was living in retirement, starting over again.
I like that 36 years on the postal service. That's the kind of pension. Yes, that's the kind of pension I'd like to have. MJ Wicker, MJ, thank you.
Good stuff, man.
For the inspiration, brother. You know, I nice to know that I absolutely picked the wrong business to be in for my adult life. You know, that retirement. Now, did you work in the post office?
No.
Oh,
no. He's just inspired.
No. There was a guy named Johnny B.
Yes, well,
he was a long-time postal worker.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. And you know, it's funny. You know how Facebook does the memories and what have you? Yesterday, I had the memory come up the first time I jammed with him over at Smuggler's Cove.
I remember that.
And we did the actually Lynn Myers.
You're like you had your hat.
I had the hat on. We were doing Roadhouse Blues. Pasta was playing percussion. Billy Bob was on the drums, and Johnny was playing guitar, and we had a couple other people. It was an awesome, awesome jam. So it was very heartwarming to see that come up in my memory yesterday.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I miss Johnny. Johnny was good. So.
Good man.
But in his stead, we have MJ Wicker. So MJ is going to be playing us through a couple of other moments on the show. So we'll get to hear Key Largo.
Yeah, good
stuff. And Islamorada, or Key Largo and
Key Largo.
And down in the Keys?
Down in the Keys, you heard already.
Right, cool. There you go. So we got a new song coming up from MJ Wicker in a few minutes. We are fortunate enough to have Commander Captain Guy in Charge.
The man.
Cory Bryant from the Monroe County Sheriff's here at Islamorada office. And really the traffic was, I think, a star for you guys for, when the Sheriff's Department, when the FHP, everybody, I keep wanting to say grouper. FWC. Thank you.
FWC.
Craig would come up here and pistol whip me if I did that too. So
the grouper cops.
Yeah, there you go. But then when you guys get out in force, man, and people start seeing you on the road, I do think that has an impact.
It does.
Really
Yeah, it's always, you're seeing the officers out on the side and stuff, and people start behaving themselves a little better and stuff. Sure. You always have that. It's a great deterrent.
Even the cars that are parked there,
front ends dip like they're porpoising almost.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Mike said, we've got the decoy car that we use, officer decoy.
They're not decoys,
right? And it does help. I do think that's a good
you
deterrent.
Should take those old cars, paint them up, keep the gun machines on the roof, and park them wherever
all over the place.
You like.
Yeah, exactly. They serve a purpose.
They do help.
It's a great idea. So we have talked about the fills, and that's working out beautifully. So another feather in your cap.
Thank you for all your efforts.
And of course, to the village, we appreciate all that they're doing there. Big night out coming up first week in August.
Yeah.
Does it every year. National Night Out.
National Night Out, correct. Yeah. Yep.
Well, what do you guys got going on for this?
So
it's pretty cool.
It's actually the sheriff's event. It's actually all over the country.
Right.
It's kind of strange, though. I believe some places do it in the fall because of the temperatures and
a little
stuff.
later.
Yeah. And I'm not real sure what they're – I don't want to get into that because I don't really know what the reasons are. But, but this is supposed to be National Night Out, so everybody's supposed to be doing it. And basically what it is it's a well, how do I want to put this? It's basically for the communities with their crime watch so that it gives them a break where they can come out, and we flood the areas with all the officers and stuff. But what's happened here, we don't really have that. And we have more community members that are working with us in tandem instead of having to do their own little crime watch things. So this becomes a event for them to come out, and we basically celebrate them for helping us with everything that we do. Because, again, you guys have made a million comments about this, how we all work as a team.
Sure.
Well, they are the star players of our team, the community, and everything that you guys do to help us. So we're basically paying it back. We want to make sure that everybody knows. So it's free food. We're showing all the community.
Hot dogs are really good.
Well, Paulie, I got to tell you, that guy cooks up some food. He cooks up some chicken. He fixes ribs,
good stuff,
pulled pork. This guy is unbelievable.
Yeah,
so he does a great job for us, and he gets all the donations and stuff from the businesses around here. But again, it's a big event for the community, and like I said earlier, the biggest point is that National Night Out was geared for the community members to come out and so they could take a break from doing all their crime watch stuff, and we would flood it. But again, we're here to recognize the things that you guys have done for us. And
I think it's a great opportunity for everybody to get together and get to know each other.
I can't even begin to tell you, how many people come up and they talk to you and they want to know things, and we're showing them all of our gear and everything that we've got. A lot of static displays for everybody to go through. The kids love it. They're having a great time. So. This year, I'm hoping to have one of the guys up there with a drone. We've got
how cool is that?
We've got a new project going with that, doing that. And actually, we use that down on the fills. I didn't mean to take away from that, but they were down here checking and
really okay. So you guys were using some drone technology to keep an eye on things.
Just basically wanted to get an overview
spot
of it.
for it.
Oh yeah, it was great. So they did a good job. But so they'll be up there for that. But it's basically we want to show everybody what we're doing, why we're doing it, and how everything works. So you guys are paying the money for it. It's like this is your equipment too. We want you to see what we're doing with it and how things are happening. So it's a nice event. It's again, I got the little flyer here, and I wanted to make sure you guys
have the where and when.
So it's got Founders Park. It's on Tuesday, always the first Tuesday in August. Which is the 6th.
August. Yep.
Okay, and it starts at 5:30 at Founders Park. And we probably run till I'm going to say about 7:30.
Sure.
So it goes pretty quick. Yeah. We get somebody to come up, one of the DJs and stuff. There you go, MJ. They come up and sing, or we've got somebody, running a little bit of DJ type stuff. Just real light music for everybody to listen and that too. But again, it's a great event. The ambulance and fire trucks, and we're bringing in our air rescue unit, so they're going to come in and fly in and do their thing. So,
Trauma Star.
Yes, Trauma Star, correct.
Okay. We have more than one now,
yes,
don't we?
Yes.
How many do we have?
So I believe there's 3.
Right, that's what I was understood.
Yep. And he's...
I remember when there was so much controversy about having one.
Right. And that has turned out to be the biggest and best thing.
Absolutely.
I moved here from California where, if you didn't have helicopters...
Right.
You were dead.
Right.
Yeah, they just pull your body out and tow your car away and leave you in the
so much sense in a community like ours, which is linear.
Yes. I mean, it is such a vital organization now that we have. And you know, I give the sheriff a lot of credit. He manages it for the county commission. It's not just our project, but he manages it and takes care of it. And it has turned into, it's phenomenal. I mean, everything that these guys are doing and stuff. So, very good project, but they'll be there. They're going to have the helicopter that all the kids love to come over and see that. And when they're coming in,
some
and
of the older
big kids too. Big kids too.
Exactly. But it's pretty neat. They come in, you know, do their landing and stuff, and the fire guys are all out there. So pretty impressive. But again, FHP, FWC, Coast Guard, we've got Mike Guarino from DEP. They're going to bring up a thing, so they've got a little stand and stuff. But we're looking at anybody that wants to participate. They're more than welcome.
Really?
I can't remember the fellow's name, but he did a deal where he had a telescope out there so that you could see when they were talking about, it was last year with the solar eclipse.
Right.
And he talked about this and how it was going to do everything and was, you know, had this whole telescope set up. It was really, really cool.
Very cool.
Gave out free sunglasses, you know, so that people could do it. But anyway, anybody that wants to participate, more than welcome. Please just get a hold of myself or Leah Zimmerman. She's my administrative assistant up there, and we'll get you a little booth spot and set up. And Village will be there. They'll have all their stuff out. They put their staff out there helping with the kids. They put some games together and stuff for them. Very, very nice event, though. Awesome. It's a lot of fun.
Excellent. So it is a national night out in correspondence with that, or coordination with that. And that'd be our local version, which is Tuesday, August 6th at Founders Park. Starts at 5:30 p.m. There's food, refreshments,
all kinds of stuff,
entertainment.
Yep, exactly. All kinds of things for the kids.
Yeah,
great time.
And the price of admission is
it's all free. It's all free. Yep. So
come on, beat that.
Talk to us if you got questions for us and stuff. We're here to help you guys answer anything that you guys got anything about. We'll be there. So it's a great time.
You know, I think this is a fine time that we hear from our friend MJ Wicker. MJ,
yes,
you got a new song. It's called Key Largo, correct?
I do.
Hit it.
I say. In 1, 2, 3, there it is. MJ Wicker, ladies and gents.
I'd certainly be interested in coming to the Founders Park on Tuesday.
There you go.
Johnny ain't a mailman anymore. Took us 36 years and he closed that door. He's living in retirement, starting over again. Johnny and Judy, they got a brand new plan. They're going where the sun is shining, fish are jumping, bugs are crawling, and the beer's always cold in Key Largo. Key Largo. He's living in a house on stilts overlooking the bay, drinking coffee on the balcony, and big blue heron starts his day. Nothing but clear water as far as he can see. He knows it ain't heaven, but it sure feels like it could be, where the sun is shining, fish are jumping, bugs are crawling, and the beer's always cold in Key Largo. In Key Largo. Let's go, come on.
You gotta love that.
Oh yeah.
You know, this guy makes Key Largo sound much better than the Key Largo.
Yeah, exactly. Boy, talk about painting a mental picture.
Absolutely.
Great stuff, man.
MJ, thank you
Great
so much,
stuff.
brother. That
Loved
is
it.
good. You know, I'll tell you, it's like I must be leaving my beer out too long. Mary Ann's going to club me.
Yeah, she is.
Well, we get in a little, thing. You bring home a 12-pack of Stella,
right?
And they're like, honey, there's no room in the fridge. Well, you're not putting the food out. You get the beer. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. So, kind of the way it works. Actually, I think we're probably in line. We're at 12:34 now. Do we want to take another break, or do we want to wait? No, we're not going to take a break.
Shake of the head.
We're going to stay right here.
There we go. Hey, how you doing?
My God,
Yes.
returning from, well, not the dead, but
Yeah,
the Australian.
from the outback.
The mayor's
Let me free.
The koalas and kangaroos have released the.
yeah, go easy on that free thing. You got the law here. Yeah, just all things considered. Sammy is the mayor.
The honorary mayor.
Yeah, I'd call her the mayor.
Yes.
No skin off of my hiney. So hey, I talk to the other former mayor on a regular basis.
That's
I
true.
Get away with it.
That's true.
In matter of fact, I'm going to adopt that whole philosophy that he has. If food tastes good, spit it out.
Well, y'all are looking a lot better
Well, thank you.
than what you looked before I left. I mean, you were still handsome.
when did
you
you
were still
leave?
handsome.
When
but
did you leave?
I left March the 3rd.
I
Wow.
was about 205 pounds then. I'm 192 now.
Good deal, dude.
I am
didn't know that.
jealous.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Lean and pretty.
Lean, mean machine.
I think I know why you lost that weight, but I'm not going to say on the air.
Thank you. I appreciate that side. Some of those words you still shouldn't say in polite
Right,
company.
exactly.
So, thank you.
Good to have you back.
Thank you,
Welcome
Michael.
back.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so
Good to
so-
be home.
One day we'll have to have her on this show.
Uh-oh, Michael's thinking. Michael's going, I don't know about that now.
Somebody just bit through their forearm. Got that one paw in the trap, trying to chew it off.
For sure.
I actually, one of the primary reasons I wanted to get Cory on the program today was, we're back in hurricane season.
It's that time.
And with what has taken place in California over the weekend, I mean, 2 magnitude 7 or better earthquakes in the desert. You folks, if you have not experienced an earthquake, I know Mykael has living in California for a while. I certainly did in the decade I was
For
there.
sure.
I was there for the Landers, Northridge, and the high desert, Desert Palms, I believe it was.
I was Loma Prieta.
Loma Prieta. Yeah, unbelievable.
It's amazing thing. We talk about our hurricanes, but this comes totally unannounced.
No warning.
Yeah.
Unannounced.
No warning.
It's just, guess what? It's here. And that's a weird thing.
And how do you even prepare for anything like that?
Well,
It's-
and here's the big question.
Right. Oh, here we go.
Incoming.
We're still on air.
The same way you would prepare for a hurricane.
Yeah, in its own way.
Seriously. Water, food, drugs,
Provisions.
the legal
Right,
kind. Yeah.
right.
Whatever's going to get you through 3 days on your own is the same way that you
And that makes
prepare.
sense. Yeah.
And this was the message I was hearing over and over and over again. I tend to get on these things and
Right.
I'm like kid listening to a baseball game
Right.
when I'm 5. But I think that is the message they're drilling home, and it's probably what we should, because
Same thing.
we're 2 years now plus of Irma,
Right.
and I know we're getting laxed again.
Yeah, and that's always, the sheriff spoke the last time we were here about that and stuff. And,
Right.
there's a lot of controversy about not letting people in and the whole thing about having people evacuate. But, I think as long as everybody remembers and keeps vigilant on this thing with knowing that, like you just said, having your supplies ready.
3 days.
That's exactly.
3 days.
It's huge. It changes everything for
It
you. It
does,
really
for
does.
sure.
I mean, and a lot of people can't afford stuff and everything, but having 3 days of provisions, you're going to have that in your house anyway. So you just prepare a little better for that. And I think that's a key, to at least being able to sustain yourself down here.
Absolutely.
So, I think I'm surprised that, like, out there in California, here we were able to board our houses up. We're able to take care of our boats like we talked about last year or the year before. Excuse me. It's just with a hurricane, you have that time frame where you can start looking at things.
You have that window.
A
Right.
week even.
But
where
all of
you
a sudden,
can
like
prep for it.
Mike said, next thing you know, the whole buildings are shaking and stuff. And where do you go? You
Blink.
can't go outside. Yeah. It's just.
No, you stand in the doorway like every other.
That's
fool
exactly
thinking,
what I did.
Yeah.
And,
It'd be crazy.
when Loma Prieta came, we were just finishing the day of work.
Quite
Wow.
frankly, the door frame. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would just as soon have the roof fall on me than have the door frame come down on me.
It's
and
got to
split
be
me in
terrible.
two.
It's
You know?
terrible, though.
Well,
It's-
it's the thing that we saw over and over and over again in Northridge in the '94 quake.
Right.
was that the buildings, like our stilted homes here, they collapsed and pancaked. So if you were the guy on the main floor, it wasn't so good.
Yeah, that's I'm saying.
You were hoping there were a lot of
sure.
real sturdy things around you.
I can't even imagine. Like I said, it's hard to figure out where to even go with the ground opening up, things falling down and stuff. It's just gotta be.
You don't have a lot of time. That's the other aspect of it. Is these are very short bursts of energy, and you don't get any.
Doing some research, I look back on the. This is how I spend my weekends, folks. Probably why I was single.
That's what I was gonna say.
But the Anchorage quake.
Yeah.
It was a 9+.
Amazing.
Okay, so this like Northridge was in the 6s. Loma Prieta was in the high 6s.
7-1.
7-1. Okay. And they learned the lesson there. We'll talk more about that maybe later. But so Alaska quake back 64, I think it was, a 9+ that lasted for almost 7 minutes.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's
like
Hurricane
Hurricane Andrew on steroids in terms of if you're comparing.
Hurricane Andrew is baby food by comparison.
Yeah,
that is just absolutely ridiculous.
That is amazing for that long.
We talk about Irma, how long it took to get over everything and stuff. But imagine being in an earthquake like that that's outrageous.
You don't know when it's going to end.
You don't know where you're going to be, what's going to happen, and that's crazy.
It's madness, Yeah. But I can't stress preparation.
Right.
It's the same thing.
And that makes perfect sense what you guys were talking about with having enough food supplies and water and stuff, your medication and everything that you need.
Fuel.
Yeah, because you don't know. And again, I think if you have that, we can normally get the infrastructure back up. We saw during Irma and stuff. They did. These guys at the co-op were amazing. Mm-hmm. They did excellent. It was just great. Getting the fuel trucks down here, food trucks and stuff. So I think
I remember that convoy coming in and standing on the roadside bawling like a little girl.
People were so happy though. I mean, they did, and everybody. Everybody wants to help the community, and the entire country was down here trying to get things going for us. Sure. So they saw, and I think that it always works out good. I mean, you've got enough people concerned about you and worried and wanting to do the right thing. So they were here and got all this stuff. But again, Mark, that is a great point. 3 days worth of supplies and stuff.
Yeah,
Make sure that you're taking care of. Mike, like you said, fuel and stuff, because you got your generators and things running, and that's another big thing. Make sure you don't have it inside.
Right.
Yeah. People still seem to do that every once in a while, but you're using good logic, good common sense with how to take care of yourself and your family. You should be fine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, and within your department, I mean, have you kind of changed the plan or made alterations to,
as in
the way you guys prep for storms?
Well, no, not really. I mean, our biggest thing was making sure that we have our families taken care of. And the sheriff reiterated that to the fellows numerous times and to our men and women that we've got to be prepared. We don't want to look like the guys that don't have any idea what's going on when we've known this whole time what's happening. So, that's the biggggest thing. Get your families taken care of. We know that we're going to probably be here for a while. The last storm and stuff, we stayed on what we call Alpha Bravos, 12-12s for the whole thing. And that was over a week.
It was
a long time. But again, he took care of his own. The sheriff looked out for us. We did great with stuff. We were well taken care of. Marathon, I know they were eating pretty good. The guys were bringing them food and stuff. So they did well. But again,
there's a bonus.
The community stepping up and taking care of everybody. So
that's pretty cool.
I don't really want to say that we've changed anything. We just we're more aware. Yeah. How's that? That's probably the better thing to be.
But that's good. Yeah, I think awareness is the whole deal. Like I said, when we first started talking about this, I said, Cory, I think we're getting laxed again.
Right.
And I really believe that. Yeah. I mean, I've been a Keys guy long enough now to where it's like, big deal. It's another, it's 12,000 degrees outside with 200% humidity. What do I care? I'm going to go take my walk. And of course, I get like 80 feet out of the house and I'm ready to, 911.
Melted.
I'm pretty much a stain in the asphalt, So, I mean, preparation is the whole deal. There's no question about it.
And, I'm going to take a little bit step further on that with the preparation. So we're not just talking about that, but start thinking about if you're going to have to leave the Keys, that you may be out for a week.
Yeah.
And you think about that and you start kind of prepare yourself. Where can I go and stay if I have to do this? So that it's not going to cost me a fortune, that I've got other people that I can stay with, or we we go as a group together to stay in a place. If you looked at that, that's probably going to be a little more beneficial to you also.
Couldn't
because
agree more.
Because that was one of our biggest issues. And the sheriff was, he was right on time with this. He said, nope, we got to get this open. Because I'm one of the guys that's telling him, like, can I have one more day, please? I just need one more day. We're having fights at the gas station. The lines are building up. We only have one open. But he looked at this whole thing, and I think with the other people, he was one of the ones telling them, no, we need to get it open because people need to get down here. They want to be back to their places.
Home is where it is.
Exactly.
And let's see what's happened.
Right. You want to make sure, and again, if you can get stuff taken care of for your place and get it fixed up, you're not going to have all the mold. You're not going to be able to get some of the water out. You may not have as much damage just because you got there a little bit quicker. Right. So he was most definitely right on that decision. I at the time, I'm like, oh man, Rick, I don't know if this is good, but take a step back and look at the big picture. It was the right thing to try to get people back down here. And we did. And we were able, it's like one of those things you just adapt and overcome. We figured it out. We started moving guys around and putting people in the right places, and we handled it. It all worked out good.
That's cool. Good enough. All right. Hey, I think we do need to pay more bills now. Harry's nodding. Yes, I like that idea.
Yes.
So, when we come back, I think we've still got some time yet. Yeah. But Mykael will have some listings.
Yes,
some
great stuff
as well.
Coming up.
He and Harry will do that. So, MJ, we got a little tunage going on there.
We got going this time.
Got a good song, is what he's got. Please stick around, folks. We'll be right back.
Judy Brown, she's always by his side. The fish are grilling, and it sure smells good tonight.
Want to avoid the hassle of traffic and parking? Why not park your car and leave it? Then hop on the free Duval Loop. This free hop-on, hop-off bus service runs from the city's Park and Ride on Grinnell Street. The Duval Loop gives you free and easy access to restaurants, galleries, gift shops, and theaters. Just park once and forget it. Go green and ride the bus, the free Duval Loop.
Keys, folks, it's that time of year again. You are running every which way you can, and it seems like you just cannot keep up. That's right, it's season. Not that season. Tax season. Hi, this is Mark Mills. For the last 10 years, Marshall Walker and his team at H&R Block in Key Largo, the one over by the Publix, well, they have done my taxes through thick and thin. H&R Block has been there for me, and they have won my taxes. Let H&R Block in Key Largo, next to the Publix, get your taxes won. The end of tax season is nigh. Call now, 305-451-2562.
Jake Sullivan lies near death in a coma. His best friend Mike drives the hunt for the man who leads a criminal enterprise that could poison paradise with a chemical weapon. There's no safe harbor to be had here. Cuban Crime of Passion is the latest in the Jake Sullivan series from author Chip Bell. Available now, Cuban Crime of Passion. Check out RadioA1A.com. Click on the guy under the palm tree with the gun.
Cartel in Key West, corrupt politicians. Judy Brown, she's always by his side. The fish are grilling, and it sure smells good tonight. Captain Morgan and Johnny, well, they're sitting on the dock out back, watching the sun go down. Man, it don't get better than that. Where the sun is shining, fish are jumping, the bugs are crawling, and the beer's always cold in Key Largo.
About in terms of Key Largo. Let's talk about Key Largo. And this is the Florida Keys Real Estate Guys show. So let's talk about a little bit of real estate. If you want to get some of that vibe that we're singing about today and talking about today, give me a call. We've got some phenomenal properties I'm going to tell you about right now. One is one of the most incredible properties I've ever had the privilege to list. And that is a property that we have at 97240 Overseas Highway. It is a phenomenal 1-acre estate on the open bay in Key Largo. Sandy beach. This property has been used for multiple commercials, fashion shoots, movie shoots. It is phenomenal. It has a huge, long finger pier that has a beautiful tiki at the end. It's got its own huge 16,000-pound lift, and it has an airplane dock for you for your seaplane if you so desire. The current owner has one. It's a main house plus a guest house. Incredible pool. This thing is absolutely amazing. It's currently available for $3,699,000, and it is just an absolute astounding property. If you put it in other areas, it'd probably be double the price. So the Keys are a phenomenal value, even for a major estate such as that. Another property that we have that I'm really excited about, and we just took a major price adjustment on, is in the neighborhood of White Marlin Beach, which that homeowners park has its own sandy beach. This home just recently got its CO. It's newly completed. It's never been lived in. It has 3 bedrooms upstairs and a separate downstairs guest suite, which is really nice because a lot of our downstairs enclosures are not legal. This one's built above flood. It is legal. It's currently available for $1,148,000. And it's got 70 feet of dockage. So we have some great opportunities. That's just 2 of the ones that are here. There's a great opportunity for buyers right now. We're having a little shift in our market that there's certain parts of the market that keen buyers can take advantage of. So give us a call. We will, pardon the pun, hook you up with great properties here. And I couldn't resist that one. Here in the Florida Keys, you can call me at 305-439-7730 or visit my award-winning Florida Keys real estate and lifestyle blog at therealestateconk.com, and we will be happy to be of service to you, whether you're a buyer, seller, or even if this is just an island dream that you'd like to turn into your tropical reality, give us a call. Hey, down to you.
Yeah, there you go.
What's going on?
Am I on again?
Clear.
Yeah, that is. Dewey remembers the day when we used to do something very unfortunate to each other, and it involved the term "clear."
I can only imagine.
It was goodness, ill-fated past, with the big man there. So, I really want to say to the folks, please get a hold of Mykael on a couple of these properties, because otherwise his wife is going to start beating him again. So,
Start?
Maybe
it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
It only gets worse. Yeah. Start happened a long time ago.
After I do. The variety is the spice of life.
Yeah. Oh, that it is.
We are always grateful that Cory has the time to come and talk to us. Now, I was going to ask him about a controlled substance, which is beginning to become no longer so controlled, but it kind of turns out that with the legislature involved and everything else, it's kind of out of control right now.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on.
We're going to wait. Yeah, we're going to hold on that until we really get. Till they get their crap together.
Yeah, it's just it's all over the place.
Yeah,
it really is. It's
you drive down the highway and there's CDB this, CDB that,
right.
CBD right next door.
Yeah, exactly. It's I don't want to get that it's complicated, but it's complicated.
It is complicated.
There's just so many aspects of it that are so new and what they want us to do, and then the next week they'll change something on
enforcement must be so confusing.
It's absolutely confusing.
There's such a gray. It's no black, white. It's such an amazing gray you have.
The one best thing that I can say that I feel that they've done is that, like here in the village, and the county is adopting the same thing, is that it becomes a civil infraction.
Right.
So we don't have to take somebody to jail. Now, if they've had another arrest or something, it's going to come up in our record, so we can show that this guy's not catching on. But you get a civil infraction, and that hey,
catching on.
He pays his fine, and then he moves on with this. Right. But I tell you, and that's probably one of the better things that they've done, because I think that as things are changing, the world always is changing with stuff. It was the whole thing with prohibition and everything.
Right.
But I think we're starting to see a little more of a trend with this, where how bad is this? What's this really doing? What's happening to our society with stuff?
Right.
So I think down in the road, this civil citation is a good step, and I think that hopefully this is going to work out throughout everywhere. But again, like I said, you get a guy that he's trafficking or he's moving a lot of stuff. That's a whole different animal, different problem.
Hugely different.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So anyway, that's one of the good things I think that, again, this legislature is just—it's crazy on it. I don't understand the legislation what they're doing.
That's why I asked you about it off air. I wasn't going to walk you into this live.
I appreciate it.
Excuse me, but this discussed Manson's Facebook page status for relationships. It's like, that's a little complicated too. So, but Cory, thank you.
Always great to have you on,
for the job you do, and your officers and your crew and your deputies all do every day.
They do a great job.
And we do great stuff.
Well, we got a good boss. I mean, you can't ask for a better guy than Rick.
Rick is okay.
He is, right? I mean, he is just so easy to work for and work with. It's just, it's great.
He's a good interview too.
He does. He does a great job.
Better keep him in the background.
Yeah, I know. I'm wiped out. He's rubbing me out.
But I tell you, in all sincerity, you guys, for my business, you guys are actually a selling point.
That's great.
Absolutely.
Because I tell you,
crime continues to move down over the
but it's also
20 years I've been here.
The way you interact with the community, it's a major, to me, it's a major selling point. Is the interaction we have with our local law enforcement is phenomenal.
Everybody talks about that, and again, that's his philosophy. He wants us moving forward in that direction to work with the people. And this event, I mean, this is one of the great things,
folks.
Yeah. So it's
come on by.
It's a big thing, and we all strive to do that.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, again, that is August 6th. It's Tuesday night, first week in August. It starts at 5:30 at Founders Park. And you know what? It is a chance. I know that there have been a lot of things that have taken place over the years that have eroded the trust between citizenry and the police. And it's sad. And this is one of those opportunities. If you're a parent, bring your kid to this.
Right.
Honest to God.
Please,
this is one of the greatest exposures that they can have to law enforcement, and on a friendly side.
Right.
No doubt.
So that, the badge and a gun doesn't make somebody, scary.
No,
it should
on the
be
contrary. They've got a job to do, and they're doing it. And if you really want to be cool, come out and say thank you.
Yeah,
because you guys are the ones that
he goes right to the core of it.
Yeah.
You want to be cool.
Because you guys are the guys that keep us safe at night.
Well, I appreciate that, and again, it's our way to say thank you back to you guys and everybody else too. So it's a two-way street, and as long as we remember that. We want people to understand that they can come talk to us, come meet with us. We're very open, and especially down here, we have a great community, and everybody works so well together.
Thank you, Cory. Appreciate it. All right, man. Trust me, it'll be another month or so, and then I'll be calling you again.
I'll be here for you.
Love having you
on the show.
Thank you so much.
And in the meantime, let's hope that no storms.
Yes, please.
Fingers, toes, everything, arms.
Although this whole week for weather-wise is going to suck.
Yeah,
sorry,
70% tomorrow, unfortunately.
Pretty much, it just creeps up the whole week. He's always the bearer of such good tidings.
Yeah, we need the rain too, though.
Keep things light. So, without the rain, we're just basically a bunch of people staring at salt water. Kind of the way it works. So, we would like to thank again the folks at Sunshine Title for making this program happen. Certainly, our new local lender, Jim LaPointe. He's the guy. A Heartbreaker brew house here where we broadcast from every week. Please come down on a Wednesday night and check out the live sessions. Really good stuff. And, of course, the crime novels, Jake Sullivan crime novels by author Chip Bell. And I'm Mark Mills.
I'm Mykael Marinelli, wishing you tropical vibes.
We'll see you next week.
Sweet Judy Brown, she's always by his side. On grilling, and it sure smells good tonight. Morgan and Johnny, well, they're sitting on the dock out back, watching the sun go down, and it don't get better than that. Where the sun is shining, fish are jumping, the bugs are crawling, beer's always cold and